It's been a while since I played Northern Realms Witchers outside of Golden Necker, but they've been receiving a lot of small buffs over the last year or so, and they've really added up in a good way. So to give you some examples here, Geralt Quen used to be 10 provisions, now he's 9. The Witcher Trio used to be 3 base power each, now they're 4. And we have the Griffin Witcher Adept that used to be 4 power, and now he's 5. He did get a provision nerf from 4 to 5, but now he's more playable and plays outside of Tourney Joust and things like that we see very commonly on the ladder. Before, you weren't able to get him to stick. Now, just before sunset, there were also a couple other changes that support the archetype, like the change to Allgod, his ability. So now he makes a lot more sense to play than something like Erland, which cost more. It's funny because Erland is a cool card, but you'll more commonly see him now in like a Renfrey deck or an Archgriffin deck than you will in a Witcher's deck, believe it or not, because I could do something very similar. We get 10 boost off the Allgod here, and then we get the extra control with the offerings because you got to play them both together to get that 10 boost off the Allgod. So now we get an extra 2 boost twice and 4 points of control. And what's nice about this is we can actually chip things down with the Griffin Witcher to get them in that offering range. So they make sense to play together, 100%. So I'm liking that change as well. Oniro costs less than it used to. Uprising has more provisions than it used to. So this deck is like in its all-time best place. You're able to have multiple tall punish options where before you might have one. You know what I mean? Maybe, if you're lucky. So let's talk about the deck. We've got a Neuromancy to pull cards from the deck twice. We want to make sure that we get things when we need them. And in order to prevent bricks, I actually have Selective Mutation. So we can draw a card with Adrenaline and shuffle a card from our hand back to our deck. Spawn a Witcher student on each allied row. The extra little 4 points we get there is crucial for flipping them into these, because that 4 points actually turns into 10 points once we get the flips to 5 each. And then we also unbrick our hand. We pull something that we need. It's an important thing, okay? So you want to have Selective Mutagen or Mutation. And this card, believe it or not, I think it actually used to be 6 provisions as well. So another buff right here directly. So yeah, it's just full of buffs. So there's that. And then we have, of course, talked about the Allgod stuff. I have Geralt of Rivia because a lot of decks are going tall right now. You want to be able to punish something. Okay. Some decks are running Eskel. I don't think Eskel's a bad idea by any means necessary. If you want, you can replace Geralt of Rivia for Eskel. But I like having Geralt because I just think he's overall more consistent. If we're playing in any sort of mirror match or any other deck that's running, you know, a tag that we've got, it's tough. Like if we want to kill a human, I want these humans in my deck, so it doesn't work as easily. But if you want to greed out that extra point and whatever, go for it. Most of the time that I'm seeing Eskel in the deck, it's when Allgod's not present. They're running Eskel and Geralt and Heatwave. I ran into that once or twice. So you're welcome to do that. I just have it this way because I like the carryover approach. And we have Vesemir Mentor, again, another card with Adrenaline, so boost all Witchers you control by 1. We want to play him on Adrenaline 4 if possible, so also boost all Witchers in your hand and your deck. You play him in round 1, you got carryover for the rest of the game, it's crazy. Kyr Saren, another way to get more carryover off the click. We're going to have to transmute this soon. Can I afford to? No, soon. But anyways, we get to play one of these a choice. Generally, it's going to be 1 or 2. If you have really bad bricks, you could pick this one. I can't really think of a situation where you want to play the Ranger. Okay? So, it's usually these 2 here. And then we get an order of boost a unit in our deck by 3. We click that before we bring out the trio, for example. More points for later. I have Keldar. Whenever you play a special card, spawn a Witcher student on this row. Adrenaline 4 at the end of your turn. Spawn a Witcher student on this row. So you don't really want to float this card early in the round because as soon as he's played, they're going to want to remove him. He's not too difficult to remove at 4 with 1 armor. You don't want to crank leader charges early in order to deal with them. Generally, you want to save Crystal Skull for the Griffin Witcher. So what you have to do is you got to play him late in the round. And if you take him off a Quen, if you have the flex to do that and you have one of the trio in hand, that's fine. He gets a shield that helps. This will be good against things like Onslaught Skellige, but it won't be good against things like Precision Strike, Scoia'tael that are just going to eat through the shield and kill it anyways. So don't stress too much if he dies. He demands removal immediately, otherwise he's a lot of value, okay? And when we play a special card, yeah, we get the spawn. That's cool if we want to float him and then go for Oniro, or then go for Heatwave, or then go for, you know, other stuff for extra points. It's not why we play him to begin with. We play him for the adrenaline effect, and then we flip the tokens from 2s to 5s with the Adept, okay? So that's kind of the idea with it there. Again, Trio just swings out on Adrenaline 4, pretty straightforward. I like Trial of the Grasses because it can convert a 2-point token to a 13-point card. It's nuts, right? It's a huge swing. For 6p, it's really good, but we can also use it offensively and just go ahead and kill something at 6 power. That's a delayed GG. I played that game like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, basically we can go and use that. So if they have, let's say, a Rafford, so they have whatever on their side of the board that we need to kill, well, we can go ahead and do that. So I chose Trial instead of like a lock, for example, Dorregaray or Margarita, because I felt like it's more flexible in most cases. Just because, you know, it gives us short round tempo, it gives us control if we need it. So there's that. Beringer just seems like a good value play. He demands removal. Sometimes they go for him instead of something else, and it tends to work out quite well for us. It's really hard to say no to a card like this. If you're running into a lot of status Nilfgaard and you need to pivot from going too tall, then you can go and swap him for a lock, and I think that's more than fine. At 6 provision, some people are running Coen. I'm probably going to get a lot of comments about this. I don't like him that much. You know, he's cool. I've seen him work for sometimes, I think like 15 points maybe under the best circumstance when they're running a bunch of specials and they can manipulate better. But usually he's running for maybe 10 points. It's really hard to get like a lot of boosts on him and then just set up everything perfectly. And then if they smell it, then they're going to start pinging things down and making it awkward. So I don't like Coen that much if I have a control option or just something more flexible to play in that spot. But again, you can do what you want to do. There's room for it. Instead of Coen, I decided to put Redanian Secret Service. I think it's nice to be able to have a thin. And what's cool too is we get that thin in round 1 if we use Crystal Skull. And if we go second and we want to play one of the Griffin Witchers and they lock it right away, well, it comes out anyways. Otherwise, we play that long round down to Adrenaline here. It locks itself, she thins out of the deck, and then we get to Purify in the same turn for an extra 3 points of damage on the Adrenaline 3. So I think 1 Redanian Secret Service is really cool to have, just for that extra thinning, and so that we can draw into what we need later on. And that's like a consistent play 100% of the time, opposed to something that might work half the time. That's why we chose it. So that's pretty much it. We got target practice here. Again, spawn a Witcher student on the row, so this plays for the 4 boost to keep things going. Plus, if we have the Keldar on the row, it's going to play into that, and then, you know, so forth. So it's good to have Peller, because I ran into one game, and I realized we have to be prepared for cheese decks. I ran into one game that you'll see today in the games here. I didn't cut it out, where a Peller would have won us the game. So, you know, we take Peller instead of Ale. That's why I took Ale out. And Fortune Teller just makes a lot of sense here, right? We can give Doom to something on their side of the playing field, and if we have the ability to do so, we can use it for Vale on one of our Griffin Witchers. So that's a very good card. We can basically give Doom to a lot of things in Skellige matchups. We can do Madoc, you could do Crow Mother, you could do just whatever you don't want to see again. Say goodbye, right? Corrupted Fulminica decks. You just ruin the whole deck in that one play. You know what I mean? Or, I haven't tested this out, but in theory, Kraken should work too. You give it doomed before it flips sides. There's a lot of applications for that. But yeah, this is what I came up with. This is what I like. This is what I'll probably continue to go with. And realistically, if you want to make subs to it, it's all you, man. But here we are. So I got 5 games of live commentary for reference. If you enjoy the content that you see, don't forget to sub to the channel. I have other uploads planned over the next 24 hours, so there's going to be more coming where that came from. And some of you guys have been mentioning live streams. We're going to be getting to the live streams over the next week or so, once life settles down a little bit, okay? But for now, it's going to be just mostly uploading videos, okay? But I'll keep you posted. And check the community tab. I did upload something yesterday about a fan submission. So I want to get a video done So if you can send something for that, that would be sweet. Anyways, let's get into it. Alright, we got Precision Strike coming up here first, and we're on blue. It's always going to be kind of tough, you know? Going against control. But, persistence, man, because we've got 2 of them. I'm pretty sure we start off with the defensive play. And we can go into Heatwave bait next. I want to do it this way where I play Griffin Witcher and take this, and then if they damage it, then I can boost it. You know what I mean? Because I have the target, so we could target this and then flip when it spawns off, and then I have trial if it gets weak but we don't have any targets. You know what I mean?
For honor and for cause.
Do not look now, my lady.
Nice little thin there, just a free thin. Yeah. Hit left. Okay. I might as well just roll it, because I don't want it to get killed. And then we can look at maybe either removing this if they pad it. What's the incentive? Do you have like 5-point removal? No. So we could just chalk this round up to a loss. Because they're playing so aggro, it's crazy. Let's see if I can get one more turn of offerings too. I might even just go with Oniro here. Into All God.
No bacon bits, no butter.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm so good. This was insane. It's a lot of effort for 5 points of carryover and round control, you know? I think offering's kinda slow for defending. I can probably dig deeper here. I've got the trio access, and we've got Oniro into, and we've got a lot of points. So, we just gotta defend it now, really. I don't want to go too fast, but if I don't brick off the pull off of mutation, I'll probably put Fortune Teller back. We're realistically looking for Quen. But get ready for a very aggressive push and some discomfort. I don't think that they're going to just take card advantage because they know my long round is good.
Timing's the easy thing. Getting down's another matter.
Sire Quan, Curse of Corruption, Zoltan, other Zoltan, location. It's like, holy crap. Yeah, we'll just start feeding it this way and we'll be alright, I think. I don't know what sort of 4-point removal they have.
Scoia'tael! Attack!
Settle down now.
Is that the first one they played? No. It's probably Keldar still.
Be specific, will you?
Let's not waste leader.
The windmill. Its sticks spin around and smash you.
If they kill that, which they're going to go for, right? They're looking for it right now.
Next time it'll be personal.
We still get food for 2 turns.
Never had your kneecaps broken.
Retrieve the bolt. I know.
They might have heat wave as well, so I'm just trying to not go and play Quen into Berenger, but I think it's okay to do something like this.
I'm too old for this shit.
They're gonna kill that too real quick.
For Mahakam!
That's not a bad, what's the point? Just get the points back.
What's going on about this heart, fella?
Dude. That's a good, it's a good Geralt.
Not your lucky day.
There's no shot in this world that you 2-0. I promise you that much. Like, I know you're trying to go Phila into company and click. It's not it, dude. You don't have room anyways to do it twice.
Climbing's the easy bit. Getting down's another matter.
I lose points if I do it that way. It's actually the same. Same-ish. +7 or +10? Yeah. Man, the fact that I was able to save Quen in full leader is nasty. Right? Because Quen Berenger is going to be good. And then Kyr... I mean, we're not guaranteed anything here, but... Jeez, you can't really ask for a better hand. I think I'm willing to open with Vezi so that we can play this defensively, but there's also a consideration to just play Qcento into the defensive option instead of the damage. You know what I mean? So I think we're going to actually do it this way. Because then I can go and I can boost
See Carapace from here?
the Berenger and play it that way. They're gonna get too many points from that. Because they want to go double company here in round 3. hope it's enough. I don't know if they have heat wave as well. I don't think they're able to fit it. I'm looking at 11 provisions, 6, 9, that's 8, 8, 13, 9.
Last words. Oh, one of the two sides, the rest will fall in place. There's a time to reap, a time to sow.
We lose to Tall Punish. Or we tie to Tall Punish if it's a heat wave. We beat this by a couple points. So if we didn't heat wave that, we lost. Next up here we got Overwhelming Hunger. Little Death Wish. Why do I have to be on blue every single game? I mean, I've only played one game, but you know what I mean. The Doomed is going to be nice against them. So I like that idea. I can Doom a Succubus, among a few other things, so let's have a look at that. This is not very good for me in... You know what I mean? Like, I'm helping. We put this back for later. So, I like the initial strategy of just floating one of these to be defensive on blue and then playing this in second. It seems to be working for me so far based on the first match at least. The thing is, if they don't rip it, you heat wave it, right? Because then their whole consistency is messed up. I think. Makes sense to me. Because Dagon I can answer later with Geralt. I'm just going to keep flipping back and forth, dude. I'm good.
Knights get princesses and we get what? Bloody
I can play around Cyclops here, so I'm okay with that. They'd have to rip a leader charge, then take it off the token. It's a 50-50 on, like, a Riptide. They won't heat wave a 5, I'm sure of it. They might, but I don't think they will. Then there's that card. Jeez, bro. Should have just went for the rip at that point. Now your odds are terrible. And they get even worse the wider we go. That's why this card's only really good if you're doing it as like a response directly right away. You know what I mean? Instead of playing their first card and this card, you go for it. But that's why we played around it. They couldn't do it with the presence of this shield. You know what I mean? So it's even further justification of kind of... I like the Doomed idea on this, man. The Doomed on that's pretty good. Because that's their carryover. I think it's actually more valuable than if I were to use it on Vale. I've already got Vale here. I can't take it with me. I don't have another Griffin Witcher in pocket, so we might as well use it properly, right? It eliminates a consume. They weren't expecting the tech. Man, I think she's great. We've got them in a really good spot, actually. And what I'll probably do here is just play the Mentor for carryover, and then we can flip-flop the Mentor and then this back, because this is going to get hit twice, right? Or we don't. So now we got to worry about Dagon and Detlef. Those are going to be the two big plays, and then whatever comes with that. I'm pretty sure that pushing here is not a bad idea. So I have Quen. I'm on my second Oniro. I don't have selective. I would like All God. I can see how they respond to All God. If they jam something that's crazy, then I don't play. If they don't take me seriously, then we go for it a little bit here. So 3. I gotta respect like a Maruna or a Toad Prince. So I think it's that. And I'd like to keep this alive and not play as much the Tall Punish. So it's gonna be that. They go for the Bonded Harpy stuff. Why is it that I mulligan the offering and then I'm met with this? Like, it's... you cannot make it up, man. I'm actually feeling like I want to play, though. Because they think I'm just taking carryover. Yeah, they're taking some here, too. But if they keep consuming stuff, they're going to go tall. And they got to play something else before they play the second one. Otherwise, the second one eats the first one and it's not bonded, right? So, it's not all bad. And they don't have... yeah, like, I think we're doing it right. I think their hand sucks. Now I'm mistaken. Wait, do they just want to give me a one more chance to get out of here? I might take it, dude. Realistically. I got carryover off Allgod and Kair Saren. They don't have the Bonded Harpies anymore, and they wasted Detlef. I think if you're going to play Detlef there, you have to use Leader, and you have to round trap me. And I probably would have done that before I played the first Harpy. Okay, so this goes back, and... jeez. Like, I pray that we don't get bricks. For what it's worth, man, I think I'm supposed to... keep it. Realistically. Because if I pull one of these two, I actually lose the game, I think. And the odds of getting this are a lot slimmer. And I've already used Kair Saren, so I can't take a Griffin. We get Keldar, we get the trio, we miss this. We miss 2 points of carryover. It's not the end of the world. Here's your Dagon play. So how do I get behind the defender? I wasn't expecting a defender. That's a tough one, man. Okay. Jeez, I don't know. What I might have to do is go in for Peller next, after this game. Add Peller. I like Redanian Secret Service is good. But what I'm thinking is just putting Peller and then taking out the ale. Because this situation, the cheese, there's nothing I can do about it. Even if I were to, like, theoretically just go in and boost this up, I can't even use this either. Because we're not getting through it enough. I can't use offerings. They play everything behind it. I think my only chance here is to try something with the Griffin. It's going to be really tough, though. Because, look, We get damage by 6 first, which means several turns of going through armor.
Trickery! Treachery! You wouldn't want to hurt us, would you?
Realistically, we'd be looking at minimum 4 turns, 5 turns, before I can get through it.
Time is the easy thing. Getting down's another matter.
No, oh no, no, no. You can't just sacrifice it.
It's not that difficult. You just put a card down, you pretty much win. I don't know why you're roping. Like, literally, I can't get through it, so... Oh. That's kind of a waste. Like, that's actually a negative point turn-ish, you know? I want to save this if I can, but I can't play this. This doesn't have adrenaline. We can't play this. So we actually have to go and do something like that. We play into a heat wave. No Cyclops, I guess it wouldn't make sense. I don't need to stack melee anymore. 2 more turns and I'm getting through that thing, man. This is crazy. We'll see if it's enough, though. Honestly, it's not looking good. Oh, and it boosted by 1? Yeah, we're screwed.
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Garrett.
Hit this. Jeez.
Retrieve the bolt. I know. I'm on it.
It's a wasted card. I have to wait till they get a little bit more boost. I think it's the only way. And then we're gonna have to just flip these when they get the storm here. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Heller wins that game. We'll go change it. Alright, we have Toussaintois Hospitality with our refined deck with Peller. This is not bad. We can put at least one of the trio back for now.
Tremble before the light of the great sun.
I think what I'm supposed to do is fire this up,
Wonders of projectiles.
and then we just remove that with an offering. If they Beauclair, it's out of the question, but that's fine. That's why I love this card, man. I need to go in for probably location. Because it's the only way that we can actually use these to our advantage, right? And I have Keldar and all that. We'll do Keldar on the melee row.
Don't touch. Those mixtures sustain me.
It's a low roll if I've seen one. So they want to leave. Established. I can't blame you, man. Once these get fired up, they're crazy. They're gonna take my Oniro. No. Imagine going a tutor to get... I mean, whatever. It hurts me, though. What do we Vilg? Is it the 5 or the 8? Thanks. You take my tutor, then you help the thin process. I appreciate you, bro.
Maybe the pendulum. I'm much better at that.
Always going on about this mark, fella.
The yen that? It's not like I can give it Veil. I can purify it once, but... I'm gonna take Trio now because I know what happens if I don't. We're not gonna find anything. You know what I mean?
Climbing's the easy bit. Getting down's another matter.
Ride! Trample them into the mud.
I could go with like a double last say type situation here, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just gonna do something like this for now. Pass on the next one. Golden Necker. I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking like the actual Beauclair type sitch. That's a really
Can't see it getting any better.
so-so. They obviously have some kind of tall punish here. Otherwise they wouldn't be boosting it. Well, for what it's worth, they played Golden Necker, and I get the card. So I'm going to pass on that. I think Keldar is just worth keeping. I think Knights are one of those decks where Golden Necker's not necessarily better. They're probably playing Master of Puppets to like, you know, they want to take stuff, but yeah, like 2 card advantage. We still got full leader. Like, life is decent right now, you know? Mind you, they're going to put it back, I'm sure. Most Golden Necker decks right now are double. I have Quen, which is good to see. Honestly, I don't think Fortune Teller is going to be the play right here. And I got to go deeper than Peller, because I have Heatwave for Ciri anyways. We've got Vesemir or Berenger off of. I think we're actually going to take Vesemir and try to go as wide as possible. Go for it. There you go.
Notice! All roads lead to Nilfgaard. Ah.
The hand is good. I just don't really want to use selective for that. I think this is actually good. Selective might just be for the points. Or pulling... I don't know, man. I've got pretty good targets for like everything, you know? So what, they think the Sangreal play is going to be enough to win the round? What happens if I just kill that right now? What do you do?
Not your lucky day.
That's actually kind of a waste of, here. And I want to, like... I was thinking of just going 5-head and taking care of the Ciri.
Any last words? Come on now. One of you must know the answer, surely.
You've got to be quick. You've got to dodge. You've got to have the... Yield and save me some time.
And you're making it very easy for me to Geralt this.
I hate portals.
It's gotta be Vesemir, I think.
But I don't train on the cone. I hate it.
Bro, what are you doing? You just took that for a Diplo. I'm gonna take... Whoops, hit my elbow on the desk. I'll take my Thin too. Does it have to be... It's a unit with 4 or less. So it would play negatively.
The windmill.
I think it's actually smart, because I can still get the boost.
You're not fast enough.
And we proc and everything.
You know the potential.
When's the last time you saw someone take a self-offering?
You've got to dodge. You've got to have the...
Now we're just sitting on 2 cards plus leader, and then they're not going to finish the game. So this is going to go back in deck because I can draw it, and then we're going to put Berenger back in the deck.
Can I come down now?
We just start off easy here. Damn. Is that what we're doing now? Okay, like... Alright, next up here we got Precision Strike. Blue coin. All God Opener's not bad. I think Teller can go back for now. I think Peller can maybe stay. They might have resilience. We'll put these back so we can get the boost on them later off the All God. I think I'm just gonna do my thing here with the All God first. Right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all sitting right there.
Scraps, take them out of my sight.
The issue, though, is if it's the PS list dwarves, which is not, it's traps, okay. I was gonna say, it would be tough for me to play this around the COC, but now I think it's probably gonna be more towards...
Elegance does draw jealous eyes.
It's gonna be more towards the Serpent Trap, but we'll see. If it's just OG, they run Curse of Corruption. Consideration to kill that. I mean, at least I get the constant procs, you know? I could turn off his engine immediately, though. Where's my offering? I don't know how much I like her in this deck, because you overcrowd an already swarm deck, you know what I mean? Let's go and take this, and then we can look at maybe taking selective. We take selective into Quen, just so we have something. Dude.
This is our land, Dwan. You're not welcome.
I'm just getting full scent on right now. We'll see, though. I don't want to give them a long round either, so... Let's put Peller back for now, because it's not what I thought it was. If I stay in it, though, they're going to run out of space, and we're going to be able to get the points we need. You know what I mean? So maybe we do play the long game here.
May your sword and arm be one.
The thing is, Kaldar will not stick.
Hey, I can see Care Seren from here.
Quen into... nothing. Quen into Trio is not terrible. Berenger's not bad either, really.
No, oh
If
no.
Berenger dies, he did his job, honestly. That's what I like about this card, is I just feel like he eats that removal and other things can just make it. I'm getting 3 points per turn of removal in 1 turn, so I have to hang in there. And I'm hoping that... You're just going to go full leader on it? No? Okay. Well, that actually makes the Kaldar stick. So if I put this down, I'm getting 4 points, plus the 4, plus 6. So 4 and 6, that keeps me in it.
If you're not fast, the windmill will hit you hard.
Now we just have to hope they don't pull an archer.
Grow, my beauty.
Good.
Reach high into the
See, you're running out of space. You can't do this to me, man. That's why you don't put these in the deck. You... jeez. I don't know, man. I'll take my trio, I guess.
I hate your grandma to suck eggs.
The only good human is a dead human.
Maybe last card's like a heat wave or something.
Tomfoolery, enough!
So they might try to do a waylay combo and just cycle back. You gotta be prepared for that one. It's not a bad bleeding hand. I don't think Geralt's actually gonna see the value we need.
Can I come down now?
COC. I'm not gonna waste a Witcher for no reason. But you see what I mean? They did have it. If I have Oniro, then I can at least get the most points possible from this. And there's a good chance we pull it now. How many waylays in the bin? 2? That would have been a nice veil if it stayed. I just got so Oniro hungry here. Yeah, they drew like crap. I think we would have been fine regardless. We had full leader. Alright, we have Carapace coming up here next. Crystal Skull tells me Kelly, but it's not a good time for Kelly, so I think it's going to be Ogroids or Homebrew, so we'll see. Because I expect them going tall, I don't think Offering's going to see a lot of value in this matchup. I also have Brick Trio, so we could put back Lambert for now. That's funny how it works, eh? First turn they float the card that I could have just removed had I had what I needed. It's crazy. Honestly, man, it sets the tone for the round, and I think I'm just going to remove it. I'd like to keep Kaldar safe because they have Cyclops in decks like this. There's a second one, man. Imagine I had both of them. Let's go ahead and take one of these because we can purify it when it gets locked. We get that thin as well, which makes up for the fact that we had to reach for the offering. Lady into Oniro into... There's not much I could do about that one. Oh. Why go and do that? I get that you're setting up the might play. It's not a bad kill either. It might be doing too much. We'll take it slow for now. See, this is where a fortune teller would be good as well. We give it doomed. When it flips, then I don't have to worry about it again. $51 points.
How dare you disturb a god at rest, mortal?
They want to... I think they want to play here. Yeah. $56.24. I'm still in. We're still in, buddy. Still here. They know we're still here. But I don't think I want to go any farther, because then they play Crumb, and they're already up by 40-odd points. So I'm leaving. Jeez. So I'm thinking that we have to deal with Erendite, Osrol, Crumb, and Girdle. Just put that back, we put that back, that's okay. Oh, and Riptide, of course. Right? I don't understand the appeal. The problem is if I play this, it gets Riptide, and that's like a really, really bad deal for me, you know? What do I got that's in deck that's good? I gotta keep Heatwave. Yeah, this is like a bad situation to be in. Come to think of it. Look, this gets removed immediately, so... That's cool. And then they push for the 2-0. We just need Adrenaline to hit here, don't we? I go Quen into Keldar now.
Let's get this over with.
Unlike some, my dear Coen,
And we
I
take
polish my
this
quill
just in
before my
case.
sword.
They pass. Of course your arrow's at 10 already. You can't make this up, dude.
No, oh no, no, no. You can't just
It's gonna be
sacrifice it.
crazy in round 3. Assuming we get there. They're setting up for their carryover with Crumb. We can answer that part at least. $30. I think I'm actually supposed to just play slow here.
Why don't train on the cone? I hate it.
Let's get this over with.
It'd be a good pass for you. So they got Arrow at 14. Osrol's out of the way. It's basically just the Erendite now, and maybe a Heatwave. But look at the carryover. As long as I don't brick, I'm doing really well. So we put this back for now. We put this back for now. We don't brick, but I missed too many good cards.
Oh my, your lifeline. So short. Just look.
There's not even 5 turns left in the game.
Ye who wander on the gale, ye we summon, ye we call.
They go 4, 3, 2. I think they're short 1 turn.
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
This happens.
Erendite plus something. This is going to be a dead card. Spores? Spores and arrow? Sports and arrow means win. Barely win.